Minecraft is one of my favorite games that I've enjoyed playing. It is one of the best games ever created. And what has it taught me about life itself? Well, maybe we don't know, but Minecraft exposes psychological human patterns, how our perspective of our real world affects the way we approach and play in the game or in the world of Minecraft. If you've ever played Minecraft, it is an open world where you can play with friends or without, free to do whatever you wish, create whatever you want, and it is a world of freedom. Through my experience of playing Minecraft, I have noticed two different kinds of players. For the sake of the video, I will be naming them Cain and Abel. Cain joins the world of Minecraft. His perspective of this world is to achieve material wealth. Even though this is a free world with no written rules on how to play, Cain wishes to obtain wealth, such as diamonds, armor, you know, materials. Abel, who also joins the same world, his perspective is to explore, play with his friends, and to create. Although he still wishes to obtain wealth like diamonds and the armor and the swords, but his perspective goes beyond just that. And we'll get into that. Okay, now let's say Cain has played the game for a little while and he's achieved the things that he wished for. He has his diamonds, he has his armor and his sword, and he has a big house that he's made. And what happens to this player after is quite interesting. After he's obtained all his wealth, he has all the diamonds, he no longer has any more goals. There's nothing else placed of more significance than the wealth that he already obtained. Now, what happens to Cain is because the game is so meaningless, he's already achieved what he thought he needed to achieve, and that was the most pinnacle of what he could have ever achieved. There's nothing else for him to personally go out and achieve. And so he quits. He quits. There's nothing else there for him to do. The game is dead. The game is dead, and everything that he ever needed to do in that world is done. Now, Abel, on the other hand, still wanted to obtain the wealth, and he did. He had the same wealth as Cain, but his perspective was beyond the wealth. He obtained his wealth to be free, so he has the freedom to create, to explore, not only the world, but what lies in his imagination. What could he possibly shape this world of freedom into? His intentions still pure, still wishing to play with his friends and have fun. His objective being to create and see how far he can create, to test his limits, to see how far his imagination can go. This is not about wealth for him. This is about freedom and to be able to express himself through creating. He's the same person who loves this game and he enjoys playing this game. He will spend time and he will come again because he's allowed to express his freedom, his creativity, his imagination, and he's able to test all of that. Cain lives in a world where it will be the end of him. He will be depressed. He will no longer want to continue living like that. Whereas Abel enjoys his pure work of creating, of expressing his imagination. He loves to live, he loves to create. Now, it doesn't just end there. If Cain is a more prideful man, he will feel that even though he's obtained all his wealth, it's still not enough. His diamonds are not enough, his armor is not enough, and he wishes to want that feeling that was aiming for a goal, to want something. He still wants that feeling. He's still chasing that feeling of chasing something. This is not enough. The game is not enough for him. He needs more entertainment. So, what does he do? to fill this emptiness inside of him. He will either start a war to steal the wealth from other players like Abel. Why? Because when there's an abundance of resources and you are still greedy and you still want more, you end up taking from others just so you can feel like you've had more than them. And most of the time, it's not even about taking their wealth, it's about not letting them have it so you can feel like you have it all. Cain approached this world through a selfish perspective. And what does his world look like? It ends in war and instability. Whereas Abel, he creates a world of opportunity, a world to create, a world to feed his imagination, his creativity. Abel creates a world for people. Cain creates a world against people for his own needs. Now, does this remind you of something? Maybe about how the world currently works? As Israel's been given an abundance from America, and it doesn't feel like they have enough, so they're taking from others. Does this make you think about what you're truly chasing? Are you feeding your creativity? Are you feeding your spirit? Are you looking to inspire? Or are you just there for your own selfish needs? Maybe you have forgotten to feed your imagination and your creativity. Abel wants a world where he earns his wealth, but for the reason to be free in the world, to create, to imagine this world and his dreams and make them come true. Cain's perspective being short minded, selfish, and not beyond him, but for him. And as a man, that will create chaos and war because it is never enough for him to obtain material things. He will still feel meaningless and this feeling of emptiness inside of him, even after obtaining everything. And that feeling truly hurts all of us. But this hurt will change you to be either the man to be better or indulge in more prideful and selfish things and learn to take things from others. This feeling of emptiness will either drive you to your own selfish pride or open your eyes to see what's beyond your own self, beyond things that are greater than just you. In order for you to find your place in this world, in order to find meaning, what will you end up doing? And what will you do when you play Minecraft again?